So I'm back at 59 Walton Ave in Methuen, and as you can see from the outside of the house, big changes. We got the big pine trees removed, although I think the stumps still have to come out. And we're almost done with siding the house. I was really peeling paint, and it was like 3 different styles of wood trim on the outside, and it just looked better with the siding. So we did a nice light gray siding. We're going to paint the windows. Need some landscaping in the front yard. And the biggest thing that's happening today is that we're getting an underground oil tank, a buried oil tank removed by our friends at Tank. Great to work with, really responsive, gave me a great quote. So let's go check that out in the backyard. One of the reasons we almost hesitated in buying this house in Methuen is because of the fear, the unknown of what was going on in the backyard with the oil tank. Kind of a scary thing. It could have some leakage. You never know. You never know until you dig it up. So that's what they're doing right now. They've got the little bobcat going here. I think that's what it's called. And they've located the oil tank using, I guess, like a metal detector type thing. And they're digging it up right now. This is, they have to put the dirt on this and take the dirt away in case of any kind of contamination, which we're crossing our fingers that there is none. And stay tuned. All right, so we've uncovered, the top quarter of the oil tank here. Fortunately, I had to rip up a little bit of the walkway because it's right up against the house. So we've uncovered like a quarter of it. And it appears to be a, 500 gallon, you think? 500 gallon, which is bigger than we thought. We had budgeted for a 275 gallon, so that's going to cost more money. But hopefully it's in pretty good shape. There's the dirt and shoveling. So stay tuned till when this thing comes out. Okay, so this is the oil tank. I guess what they had to do is they had to cut into it and then drain whatever oil was left in there and sludge and whatnot before they remove it from the ground. That way they won't accidentally puncture it and won't leak. So that's what's been going on. We're kind of at a standstill right now because I guess before we literally pull it out of the ground, we have to wait for the fire department to show up. It has to be done in conjunction with the fire department being here so that they can make sure and inspect it that it's not leaking and it's not a hazard, I guess, is the rationale. So that's what we're doing. We're sitting here waiting for the Methuen Fire Department to show up, hopefully soon, and get this puppy out of the ground. Okay, now we're at the back of the house, and we're looking at our brand new kind of deck on the back of our house. It's actually a modified version of the old porch that used to be there. If you recall, there was a roof over the top of it, and now the roof is gone. And you're wondering why, I suppose. It's because the rules in the city of Methuen say that you cannot have a covered enclosure within 20 feet, I believe, of the property line. And this is the property line for the subdivided lot that we divided out and are selling. So in order to meet the guidelines, not only do we have to take the roof off, but we actually had to take about a foot of the porch off because there's a 15-foot setback, and we were only at 14 feet. So we had to take 1 foot off the porch so that it meets the setback requirements for the new lot. And this is the new lot. It's been all mowed. We actually have it under agreement. A developer is buying it, so hopefully that will close soon. And we got a new porch out of the deal. New railings. It's a good sized deck. Very useful. And one of the difficulties about this house, in addition to the buried oil tank, is that it is on a failed septic system. This is the septic right here, which will now be part of the subdivided lot. So the town also required that we had to tie into the city sewer on the street. And believe it or not, it was a very astronomical sum. They required us to bring the sewer line all the way to the front of the house. So about 100 or so feet of road we would have had to dig up. and we would have had to put a manhole cover in, and then we would have had to repave the entire road where we dug up. So that was looking like around $20,000, and we had budgeted $5,000. So that was a little bit of a upsetting news, but what we ended up doing is the developer who's buying our vacant lot, he has to bring sewer in anyway for his new house he's going to put up. He agreed, we took some money off the price of the house, and he agreed to extend the sewer down the street and into our house and tie our house in and crush our septic system. And we just took some price off the lot. So it worked out fairly well. Oh, I'm getting run over by a truck. Better move. I think they're getting close to removing this oil tank. Let's go see how they are on their progress. Yeah, then I'll shut it off. Yeah, then I'll shut it off. All right, so now we're videotaping, I think. Hard to tell. Sorry, we're back. Fire chief is here, and he gave us the thumbs up to remove this. Hopefully it'll come out easy. I don't know. Hopefully it won't take up my whole side of my house. That's why we purposely waited beside this. Yeah. All right, I don't know. Is this gonna come out easy? I don't know. Yikes. It's coming. They're like wiggling it loose. Uh-oh. Oh, I better stand back. I'm getting showered with dirt here. I think I'll stand in the shade. Alright, I'm taking this helmet out. Oh my gosh. That's huge! Yeah, we thought it was a 275 gallon, but I guess it's a 500. I don't know where he wants to put it. I better get the heck out of the way before I get run over by an oil tank and a bobcat. And it's out. All right, cool. Okay, so the tank is out. Yay! And the good news is no contamination. The fire guy, chief, whatever, signed off on it. And now we got to backfill this big, huge hole. And there's the tank, and we are done with this. I'm excited. Good news all around. Signing off from 59 Walton Ave in Methuen.